Hey Pascal, how are you?
What's up? What's up, man?
Thanks for taking the time for us today. Nick was asked a few days ago if he could sum up the season or describe the season in one word, and he went with tumultuous. So I'll ask you: is there a word that comes to mind, a word that you would use to describe this season?
Yeah, my vocabulary is not as good, but I don't know. I think it's hard to describe in one word, to be honest.
How would you describe it using multiple words?
I just think that it's tough. A a lot of growing pains, obviously, and just obviously we don't have the results that we wanted a lot of times, but I just think that we show resiliency and we fought hard, and obviously a lot of things that happened that was out of our control, but also some of the things that we could get better at. And yeah, I think it was a tough season, and I just also think that a lot of people grew during those tough times.
When you look at the obstacles this season, obviously the move and playing in Tampa factored in some, perhaps significantly. In terms of where you guys will play next season, obviously that's out of your control. It's out of a lot of people's control, and we don't know what the world or Canada will look like in 5 months from now. But how much are you hoping that you guys are able to start next season in Toronto?
Yeah, obviously that's what we want. Obviously, like you want to feel comfortable. You want to feel at home, and Toronto's there for us. So I think that we definitely looking forward to that. And then again, like you said, it's a lot of things that we can't control, but obviously our hope is definitely to be there.
Thanks, P. Enjoy the summer and good luck with everything this offseason.
Thank you. Thank you.
Next question goes to Michael Grange from Sportsnet.
Hey Pascal, thanks for doing this. You had a good off season last year, but it was quite short, and you really revamped a lot of your stuff training wise and all of that. What are you looking forward to being able to use 4 or 5 months for the first time in your career?
I mean, I think that obviously, like the focus is just to go back, man. Again, like you said, it hasn't happened before. Have that much time, and I just want to continue to get better. Like, I think the focus is the same. Obviously, the time is a little more, but it's always the same focus. It's looking at things that you can get better at. Go and work tirely and continuously on those things, and become a better player. Like, I think that's something that I always focus on going to the summer. And again, it's a big summer, and just wanting to be the best player that I can be, and that's my focus, on the court and off the court.
You from the minute you broke into the league, you had a great connection with Kyle Lowry in terms of him feeding off your energy, you feeding off his wisdom. What's been that relation? How has that relationship grown as your status in the league has grown?
Oh yeah, I think it's obviously just learning. I mean, I think when we came in, they were the guy that we looked at. Demar, Kyle, those they were our leaders, and we looked at them and we learned from them. And they definitely showed us the ropes, and I think just continue to grow for me in my career, and evolving into the player that I become, and I think just learning how to before it was me just looking for him to pass me the ball, but then now me being in a situation where I have a little bit of control and things like that. So there's a lot of learning, and I mean he's a unbelievable, like, just talent, obviously, but leader, and some of the things that he does, just to keep us together. And I definitely learned a lot from him, not only the basketball coach, just life in general, just talking to him, and picking his brain. And he's been in the league for such a long time, and we, like, players like us, we just hope that we can get to that amount of years in the league, so we definitely learn from that.
Appreciate it, Pascal. Have a great summer. All the best to your family.
Things.
Next question goes to Mike Ganter from the Toronto Sun.
Hey Pascal, how you doing?
Good, man. How you doing?
Good. You spoke it was a couple of days ago now about end of game situations and finding that comfort level. And I mean, people forget that you've only been playing the game for 9 or 10 years already. But how do you actually work on that in an off season? How do you work on end of game situations and finding a comfort and in those situations?
I mean, I think it's just comfort in any situation. I think be comfortable being that person, having the ball in your hands and making decisions. I think like is a thing that it just not just that end of the game, but the whole game, like, and I think you work on those things, regardless. And I have to be better at those things because, like, again, I haven't done it. So, I think the more you do it, the more comfortable you get, and the better decision making you get. And I think it just comes with like everything else. You just practice and just continue to work on your overall game, and all those things are going to come together.
All right. Well, listen, have a great offseason, and hopefully we see you back here in Toronto next year.
Thank you, man. Yep.
In person, I mean.
Yeah. We hope that.
Next question goes to Stephen Lung from Sportsnet.
Hey, Pascal. Good to see you. Sort of piggybacking off of Grange's first question, but like I guess like with this kind of longer off season, first time you've had this in your career, does that excite you in any way? Like because you've always a player who said that like you like the summers where you get all your work in, and now you have that much more time to put more work into your craft.
Oh yeah, definitely it's an exciting time and wanting to get better, and that's something that I take pride in, and I've always done it, and obviously going through different things, and you learn about things that you need, and I think those are the things that I just want to go back and focus on, and obviously having more time is only like a better thing.
And I've asked others this same question, but like obviously this has been a very strange season, a weird season for everyone on the team. But what was the most challenging part of it for you personally?
I mean, I think. I think it was just it was just a different atmosphere, and it was hard, obviously. But again, like COVID protocols and different things that happen, injuries. I just feel like there was so many things that happened that kind of like disrupted a lot of things. So I think all those combined to me is like the things that I can think about.
That's great. Thanks a lot, Pascal. Enjoy your summer.
Thanks.
All right, we're going to go to the lightning round. If you can keep it to one question, we'll move through everybody that has their hand raised. First one goes to Aaron Rose from SI.com.
Hey, Pascal. Your assist numbers were way up this season, or up this season. What does development feel like, I guess, in that perspective, but sort of in general? Is the game slowing down? Is it more confidence? What does development feel like on the court?
I feel like I've always been a willing passer, so like I think that again, it's sometimes also a matter of like you make a couple of shots here, or somebody misses a shot, and you look at the system, it's like different. So I don't know. I think for me, it's just I continue to make the right play, and like I said again, like just making the right decision out there on the floor, which is something that I have to learn, and being that person that if you the main option, knowing how to put people in position to be successful and things like that. So I think as a team we're definitely going to work on that more, and obviously with coaching and the coach and everything, just knowing how we're going to play and things like that, and putting myself in position where I can probably facilitate a little bit more and get other guys involved, and know when to score, know when to do different things. So I think it's just a overall growth.
Thanks, Pascal, and have a great summer.
Thanks.
Next question goes to William Liu from Yahoo Sports Canada.
Hey, Pascal. I want to ask you about your leadership. I mean, this year, obviously, having lost some vets, you've kind of been bumped up that leadership pecking order. How would you assess your own leadership this season?
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm sure guys probably go to you, especially some of the newer guys. How have you sort of taken on that leadership responsibility? I'm sure it's expanded in some way.
I think I'm learning. Obviously, like I'm not as a talkative person as maybe others, but I just think that for me, like being a leader is it's just doing the right thing, going out there leading by example, and showing like the amount of like being professional. I think that's kind of like what I can think of, and then obviously also for me, just continue to get better at that. That having a voice and knowing when to use it and things like that. And it's a learning process, and I just had to continue to get better at it. And again, it's my kind of like my first time, and just finding a way to get better at it and be more vocal and and choose my spots basically.
All right, thanks, Pete.
Next question goes to Lewis from Raptors Republic.
Hey, Pascal. At the end of last season, we were talking about fans being very critical of you, often over the top, for the first time in your career. Over the past season, how has your relationship with fans changed?
What do you mean?
I mean, so last year we talked about people being very critical of you, and a lot of it was over the line. A whole year has passed since then. Have you found how you and fans interact? Have you found the distance change things? Have you found your plays change things? Just has it changed last season?
No, I think for me, man, like I'm focused on the game. I'm trying to be the best that you can be, and I just think that like that's kind of like the main thing. Again, losing sucks for everyone, right? So, I just think that you need to find a way to win, get better as a team, and I think the rest is going to take care of itself. Like I'm not really worried about that. Like I'm worried about my relationship with my teammates and how to get better as a team, and I just think that when you win, like it don't really matter. Like you don't need to have a relationship. If you win, everyone's happy. So that's good.
Thanks, Pascal. Have a wonderful offseason.
Mm-hmm.
Final question goes to Raphaël from Radio Canada.
Pascal, ça fait du bien de vous voir. J'aimerais simplement vous entendre en français sur votre bilan que vous faites de la saison. Évidemment, c'était une saison difficile, mais aussi un commentaire sur les débuts aujourd'hui même de la Basketball Africa League. Je ne sais pas si vous avez une opinion par rapport à cette ligue.
Je pense pour la saison, je pense que c'est comme on le sait tous, c'est une saison compliquée. Beaucoup de choses qui sont passées qu'on ne pouvait pas contrôler et aussi ne pas avoir le résultat qu'on voulait. Bien sûr, c'est décevant, mais pour nous, je pense que le focus est juste de continuer et repartir à la base, voir ce qu'on n'a pas fait de bien et essayer de les rectifier et avoir un groupe solide qu'on peut avoir et avec qui on peut travailler ensemble et continuer à se développer. Je pense que ça, c'est le focus. Et puis, pour le Basketball African League, je pense que c'est une très belle initiative. Je pense en tant qu'Africain, content de voir que le basket continue de se développer dans le continent. Ça fait très plaisir. Et puis de voir des gens comme J. Cole et des gens comme ça qui y vont. Et ça fait plaisir. Je suis sûr que la visibilité du basket, ça apporte cette visibilité-là et quelque chose qu'on a vraiment besoin. Et je pense que tout Africain, tout ce qu'on attend, c'est d'avoir une opportunité. Et je pense que la Ligue, c'est une opportunité. Et je suis fier et j'espère que ça va continuer comme ça et puis que de bonnes choses vont venir de là.